Yo, what's up fam, and welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time, if we're meeting for the first time, what's up fam, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about the Lumi keys and give you guys an update since the last time I talked about it. And I hate to be that guy, but before you buy Lumi keys, check this out. Alright, so I think it's been about 3 or 4 months since we last talked about the Lumi keys, and I gave you my initial review and some of my first thoughts of how I experienced the Lumi keys. And the reason why I'm doing this video now is because I just got an email from Roli or Lumi keys. They just told me that the Lumi keys are now live and ready for pre-order. So if you want to go purchase it, you can go purchase it from their website, but I definitely want you to consider these things before you do. And I also think it's kind of ironic that I even got an email from Lumi keys, considering the fact that I've reached out to Roli customer support and got no response 4 months ago. Again, I really encourage you guys to go check out my initial review, the first video I did on Lumi keys. But if you haven't, let me just reiterate some of the things that I felt like were issues for me. So first of all, I was one of the first to receive one of these keyboards because I was one of the first backers on the Kickstarter campaign. And even then, the dates to receive this had been pushed back multiple times. So I had been waiting over 9 months to even receive this after I even paid for the Kickstarter, the whole bundle that I received. I bought 2 of them. Lumi did keep us updated, and they stated that some of the delays were due to some manufacturing hiccups and things that they were trying to address in the actual build quality of this thing. I really wanted to love this thing, but I'm gonna just be honest with you. I've had so many issues with this. It almost kind of feels like they actually sent me a prototype version of the actual keyboard. So in that email, they also stated that they updated some things about the Lumi keyboard, including the hardware and the software. Well, the hardware internally. They said that they did some internal upgrades inside the keyboard, which will probably make it a little bit heavier. Still the same exact form factor, but slightly heavier, which is cool because this key bed definitely had some issues with the crunchiness, but my real concern is now with the externals. So if you haven't seen my initial review, I said that just the build quality just didn't seem as consistent. That's the word I've been trying to use. And remember that small hairline crack that I was telling you about? It actually ended up turning into this. So they marketed this thing as really portable and modular, just like the rest of Roli's lineup, especially with these DNA connectors. But even though I can fit this into my bag, I probably won't be taking this unit anywhere else outside of the studio because it just started to fall apart. Literally just started to fall apart. Like when I hold this thing up, it is super lightweight. It is very minimalistic. However, it is all plastic all the way around. So even to the point to where that small hairline crack, every time I would try to connect the second Lumi keyboard, it wouldn't really connect on every try. And I started to figure out why. It's because this part is broken. It's now pushed into itself, and it kind of makes it unusable for me. My biggest thing was connecting them and having multiple instances of a Lumi key bed, turning 24 keys into 48 keys. Again, I said this in my initial review that I didn't really feel like this was the same quality or the same consistency that they showed in the actual Roli lineup. In fact, Roli is not even making any real noise about this on any of their social media platforms or their official website. Lumi Keys actually has its own website separate from the Roli brand. So it starts to make me wonder, is Roli even involved in this? Or like what's going on? Roli, what's up? And after 4 months of owning this, even though I found some really dope things to do with it and some really cool applications that I can use this for in my studio and music production, there's still very little support for its own app. Roli does not support this device inside of the Roli Noise app. It works pretty decent with the desktop VSTs from Roli, but again, I was going to use this as a mobile portable keyboard. So if you're looking for a mobile keyboard portability factor, look elsewhere. They still don't have a lot of software support for this, and no firmware updates have been issued since I've received this. And the only real customization that you can do is really pretty much changing the colors. So you want to know if you should buy or pre-order the Lumi keys? I say wait. I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt because this is a first generation product, but again, it kind of feels like a prototype, and Roli has already had some experience with build quality and creating a whole housing for other MIDI controllers. So again, this is unacceptable. This chip here, there's chips all over this keyboard, and pieces missing from off the keyboard, and I'm just not happy with what I have here. So if the official Lumi keyboard externals are anything like the one that I have here, can y'all hear that? I strongly advise that you wait for the second generation, if there even will be one. This would have been really dope if it just stood up to my expectations. Now, sitting here in the studio, outside of the DNA connectors being broken, I can still use it, but I highly recommend that you look elsewhere for a mobile keyboard. I'm really just trying to wait it out. I sent Roli another email hoping that, you know, some of my issues get resolved with a replacement device or something, or even an upgraded device like the one that they talked about in the email. So I guess I'll keep you guys updated, and we'll see how it goes. So I really just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the Lumi keys and my experience with it, and give you guys some useful information so that you can make an educated decision on whether to pre-order or to just wait on the second generation. If any of this information was useful to you, if you want to see more Lumi keys content, me making beats with it or using it with mobile devices, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss when I post anything in the future. I'm Brandon Rico, and these have been my update extended thoughts on the Lumi keys and if you should pre-order it or not. Thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for rocking with the channel. And don't forget, if I can create like this, then you can create like this. Peace.